Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach Racer video, and today we are going to be talking about the brand new 1000-Year Blood War 10 years later version of Rukia finally mastering her Bankai. And today I'm going to tell you lads how good is she, and to do that we're going to have to break it down bit by bit to truly showcase how good of a character this Rukia is, because she's a very good character. Now if you lads aren't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys do. We are shooting for 25,000 subs, and we will also be uploading the Ichigo character review later today, a few hours after this video does go live. So make sure you guys are subscribed, and if you do like this kind of content of me reviewing characters, make sure you show support by liking the video, and also let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this Rukia. I'm sure many people have positive opinions about her because she's a very good character and also very fun, and also the first character to introduce the Bankai mechanic. So let's get straight into it, talking about 10 years later version of Rukia Kuchiki.
Bankai Hakka no Togame. Kore de todome da.
So Rukia is a power Soul Reaper slash captain because she is obviously now a captain with the Aaroniero and Espada kill ability, and she also does come with a 12% recharge as her soul trait. Now this is good for many reasons, of course, because she is an SP based character. You want to focus on increasing her SP. Having the recharge as a skill is also very good if you ever do decide to transcend her, and that means you can use her as a link sometime in the future if you ever decide not to use her. But going into the killer that she does have, two killers in fact, being Aaroniero and Espada, is a very cool combination. It's something we don't see a lot, especially on good characters like this Rukia. So if you don't know, because Espadas are mostly pretty much all the time an Aaroniero as well, you actually do bonus damage. So the Aaroniero kill ability is giving you a 20% damage increase, and the Espada kill ability is giving you a 40% damage increase. And that means when you are going against Espadas, because pretty much most of the time the Espadas are both Aaroniero slash Espada, you're doing a lot of damage against those characters. And having two killers in general is always pretty useful, especially ones like this, because it does mean she can be using 2 weeks of guild quests for the Aaroniero week and also the Espada week, where we are slowly starting to get more Espada killers, where you really shouldn't be struggling on these quests anymore, especially if you do own said characters. So Espada week has now gone from one of the hardest weeks into the game to now potentially being still somewhat pretty easy for a lot of players out there, had you been lucky to get some of these new Espada killers. And this Rukia is definitely going to help out that team if you do struggle with that guild quest. Moving on from that, now let's talk about her stats. Going from top to bottom, she has 1,105 stamina, 646 attack, 356 defense, 355 focus, and a whopping 835 SP. Now, outside of her SP stat, it isn't anything too impressive, but stats really don't matter too much in the game. I mainly just want to highlight the good stats that she does have, and the one that is highlighted right here is definitely the SP stat, being at 835. That is, if you don't know, the highest SP stat in the game. So, very cool SP stat. For other stats, it really doesn't matter too much, and stats in general really don't matter that much because of how OP skills are, but if you ever do decide to use this character as a link, she is going to be giving you the extra tad bit of stats. And then going into her skills from top to bottom, she has 60% Berserker, which is increasing her strong attack damage by 20%, which is absolutely insane, especially when you consider the fact that she does have status augments. She actually can freeze on all of her attacks. So rarely do we ever get a character that has more than 20% Berserker, especially when they do have status augments. 60% Berserker is already rare as is, but 60% on a character that has status augments is very rarely ever seen, and it's very special that she does even have that. She also has Bruiser plus 20% increase in her normal attack damage by 20%. Nothing too important. This is kind of a throwaway skill, but it is nice that she does have it, especially when you do have strong attacks that are recharging. You can just use your normal attack button just to do that extra bit of damage. Then she has damage to frozen enemies plus 20%. So when you do freeze the enemy, you're going to be doing a lot of damage, even more damage. So absolutely insane, especially when paired with the 60% Berserker. Then she has Debilitator plus 5. So when she does freeze the enemy, they're frozen for 7 seconds, just meaning you can do that extra bit of damage from that damage to frozen enemies plus 20% skill. Then she has Devastation plus 40%, ensuring that she does do some extra bit of damage on her Soul Bomb. Frenzy, basically the standard skill. This is what makes SP characters good because it does increase the hits that their strong attacks do give off. Havoc plus 20%, increasing the range of her strong attacks by 20%. Very good, especially with the strong attacks that she does have, that being the best strong attacks in the game. And then her second last skill is recover 20% stamina. So if you do decide to give this character a full stam link, which you can actually do with this character, whenever you do move into the next room, you are going to be recovering your 20% of your stamina. I really do like this. I do appreciate it a lot, especially when you are carrying characters in co-op, for example, the pot character like Rukia for power. So I really do like that. It just gives her that extra bit of survivability. And then finishing off her normal skills, she has Sprinter plus 1, just making sure that she's actually usable. So as you can see, she comes with an insane amount of skills, and we haven't even talked about her innate skills yet, because yes, she does come with 3 innate skills, so when you pull her, she already has these skills built in, you don't have to unlock them. The first 2 being immunities from freeze and weaken, so you can't get frozen and you can't get weakened, really do like that. And then the other skill, and I haven't mentioned it just yet, increased status augment chance for 10 seconds after transforming, and that is a 10% increase. So you might be wondering, what does this mean? Well, if you don't know already, and you should know because this is one of the main things about this character, is the fact that she does have the transformation / Bankai button. So yes, she has an extra button on the bottom right of your screen where you can transform for a certain amount of time into a Bankai form, and that makes her a very fun and unique character. And the main thing about this, when you do transform, is that you are getting an increased status augment chance for 10 seconds, meaning that again it goes well with the skills that she does have. So when you do transform, you have a very good chance of inflicting any enemy that you hit with freeze, and that does go well with the debilitator skill that she does have and the damage to frozen enemies plus 20%. So everything about this character, all the skills that she has minus the bruiser, just goes well with everything that she does. She's an absolutely insane character, and these skills alone is what makes her 1, very good, and also 2, very fun, and that's mainly due to the Bankai button that she does have. But before we do talk about the Bankai button, let's firstly talk about the attacks that she does come with her character. So firstly, her non-attack string is just a 4-hit nat string, the last 2 hits being AoE, pretty good, fairly average. It has a 375 radius, so just fairly average, but she is an SP character, so it doesn't really matter too much. Her first strong attack is a lunge forward, sending her forward when you do press that button with a 570 radius, so very good strong attack 1, and it does come with 120% magnification, and it is important to know her magnification before transforming and after transforming because it does change, so keep that in mind. Her SA2 is a distant AoE, a 960 radius in front of her, literally the best second strong attack in the game if you don't count Byakuya's added vortex with that, but she doesn't have that, but it's still very good. Anything in a 960 radius in front of her is pretty much going to die. Again, this strong attack also does come with 120% magnification. And then finishing up her strong attack, she has a full screen AoE, a 1200 radius around her thanks to the Havoc, and again, also comes with an 120% magnification. Now, the main reason I keep mentioning magnification is because when you do transform with this character, her magnification does change on every strong attack. It actually goes to 150%, so before transforming, it's 120, after transforming, it's now 150, and that means when you are transformed, you're basically doing 30% more damage, and that allows this character to hit insanely hard. And you hit even harder when you are hitting frozen enemies, which again, for 10 seconds while in that transform state, you have a very good chance of freezing any enemy on the screen that you do hit. Now, going into the details of this transform button, essentially this button right here you can use multiple times during a quest. When you do transform, it has a 30-second cooldown, and for the most part, when you are in that transformed state, you're going to be in that transformed / Bankai form for Rukia at least for 20 plus seconds. Now, the reason why I say 20 plus seconds is because it doesn't actually have a set timer on how long you stay in that transformed state. For the most part, you will be transformed for 20 seconds. Most of the time when you are transformed, it will end after 20 seconds. However, there is still a small chance, and I don't know why it is like this, when you can actually stay transformed for 25 plus seconds. I actually have a few clips where I believe I was actually in her Bankai form for 27 of the 30 seconds while that button was recharging. So essentially, I could have just went straight back into the Bankai state. So that's kind of cool, but for the most part, like I said, you are going to be transformed for 20 seconds, and 10 seconds of that transform state, you're going to be increasing the chance to inflict your status augment. So this button right here is what makes this character very fun, very unique, and also very, very good. And I'm actually very hopeful for this kind of button to return on other characters because it's something new to the game. It's the first time we are seeing it, and there's a lot of things that Keller can do to experiment with this. But so far, this button does look promising, and whatever character does get it in the future is definitely going to be a very exciting character. But one thing I do want to mention and I want to appreciate is the fact that the visuals on this character pre-transform state and her transform state is very, very cool. One of my favorites in the game. Before transforming, you see her in a Captain Cloak, really does look cool. And then her first strong attack is her just doing a 360 slashing forward. Her second is doing a slash in front of her. And then her third is slashing the screen in half. Really cool effect of that SA3. And then when she does transform, the visuals are actually different. It's not really just the same kind of attack. So you can have like 6 attacks with this. Even though the attacks stay the exact same with the same radiuses, the visuals do change, and it does feel like you're kind of playing with a different character. So obviously when you do transform, you're using her Bankai, you're moving around in her Bankai form, which is just one of the more cooler things to come from Bleach Brave Souls in 2020. Absolutely insane, one of the cooler things in the game. But going into it, her first strong attack when you do transform is just her gliding forward because she is on ice. Her second strong attack is her just breathing air forward. And then her third strong attack, I believe, is just her doing a 360 and ice particles just flying around. And I really appreciate that the ice effects of her transform state is actually different from her pre-transform state. So really cool effects on her normal form and her Bankai form. They did an absolutely amazing job with that, and I think for any Rukia fan out there, you've been treated very, very good, and hopefully you guys did get her. Now, as for the best accessories that you can use, I'm not going to give you a build breakdown like I did with the Momo, because she can be used with different things, right? Essentially, you just want to make sure you are using accessories that are boosting her SP. So, for example, the Fortification Pill, the Artisanal Tea Set, the Tension Tai, Lieutenant's Badge, Masanga in Guild Quest, Zeta Pill when there are hidden enemies, and a Headband when you are taking this character into Extreme Comp. Any of them with 30% SP as the second trait will be good. Anything boosting the SP is going to be good, and that's what you want to mainly focus on when building this character. But going into the best links, we have a few links to talk about. Essentially, again, you want to build this character with recharge, whether that's a 12% recharge link or a 14% recharge link. Any of them are going to do wonders, but I do want to point out a few links that actually are very good and stand out just a tad bit compared to normal 12% recharge links. The first link is definitely going to go to the one that I always mention in every single character, a very good link, one of the best links in the game, is the Senka Aizen, a 20% full stamina damage link and a 20% strong attack damage link. This right here just means you can do insane damage numbers. It's always going to be equipped when you're using this character in Guild Quest, and it's going to be equipped when you're using this character in Senkamon. And for normal play, you can definitely equip it to her, because she does come with a 20% stamina recovery skill. So if you do take that tad bit of damage, you can actually go into the next room, get your stamina recovered back to full HP, and when you do that, that means you can get your 20% full stamina damage back. The other link is going to be a Senkai Ichigo link. Again, another free-to-play link. 100% Last Ditch and 12% Strong Attack Recharge. One of my favorite links to use in co-op, because I don't like dying in co-op, and you can easily die to the amount of enemies that can just one-shot you. So very good link right there. Then we have the Frenzy Byakuya, another free-to-play link. 18% Strong Attack Damage and 10% Strong Attack Recharge. Very good link, ensuring that she's getting the recharge and also doing that extra bit of damage. Then we have the Resurrected Christmas Rukia link, which you can buy, I believe, in 2 weeks' time. She is a 20% strong attack damage link and also a 10% strong attack recharge link. Again, similar to Byakuya, giving her the recharge and also giving her that extra bit of damage. Then we have a more support link, being a Resurrected Halloween Soifon link, which is 20% stamina recovery and also 10% strong attack recharge. This one is kind of overkill, but with this and the 20% stamina recovery that you are getting from your skill, you're essentially recovering 40% stamina, which is just insane, and then also getting that recharge. So this character will basically never die if you have this link and also the Senkai Ichigo link in co-op. I would probably actually rock that if I was carrying Rukas with this character. And then the last standout link to talk about is the Tag Team Byakuya Resurrected, which is a 12% strong attack recharge and also a 16% strong attack damage link. Very good link again, giving her the recharge and also giving that extra bit of damage, ensuring that you can potentially just one-shot anyone you're going against. So in conclusion, this Rukia is an absolute just beast. She's one of the best characters in the game. I would say she's the best power character in the game, but Ichigo, the 5th anniversary version, because he does have Marauder and Weakening, is more useful in a lot of different content. But I would definitely prefer to use this Rukia over the Ichigo, and I literally just pulled both of them this week. That being said, Rukia's transform mechanic is a very unique thing that we haven't seen in the game before, and it makes her a very fun to play character. Whether you want to play as her in her normal form, just in the Captain Cloak, you can do that. But if you also want to transform and just have different kind of visuals and make the character even better, then you can do that moving around in her Bankai, which is definitely one of the more cool things to come from the game. It's something that we wanted in the original version, but it made sense why she couldn't move around, because she hadn't mastered it yet. In this form, 10 years later, she's mastered it, and now we get to play as a Bankai Rukia, moving around. Really cool effects. The visuals on the characters, even the character's model itself has actually been updated. And what I mean by that, obviously, because she is now an adult, she does look a bit different. She has a more updated character model, but even the Bankai form itself, if you look at the old form, the round 3 Rukia in the Sobo animation, where she does transform into a Bankai, you can see that she's more pale in that form compared to the one now where she's actually fully mastered it. So Kellab didn't even reuse the model from the last one. They fully updated it, and for that I appreciate it. As a fan of Rukia, I'm not the biggest fan, but as a fan of just Bleach in general, it's really cool to see this character in the game 10 years later and being able to move in her Bankai. Her soul bump animation looks insane. Everything about this character looks insane. She's an OP character, she's fun to use, and she's also going to be a very good character in Guild Quest when the Espada Week does come around. So if you are struggling in the Espada Week of Guild Quest or the Aaroniero Week, this character is someone you're going to want to get. And even if you don't even need them, this is still a character you want to get your hands on, thanks to that Bankai mechanic, and just thanks to the fact that as a Bleach fan, anyone should be happy or proud of this Rukia for the fact that she can now move around in a Bankai. It really is such a cool character, and I'm just happy to see this character in the game. So to Kellab, the people that designed this character and put the love and dedication into making such a cool, fun, and unique character, all I gotta say, and I'm sure I speak for most of the community, thank you. But there you go, lads. That was the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. This character, like I mentioned multiple times, is absolutely insane. Hopefully I did cover everything. She's a very fun character, and in the comments below, let me know what you guys think about her. I'm sure many people have positive opinions on her. I will have a Ichigo review up later today, and then tomorrow I'm going to have the tier list. Where will I put her? Well, I'm probably going to put her as the second best power character in the game. I would actually say she's a better character than Ichigo, but Ichigo's just more useful thanks to his weakening, and also the fact that he does have Marauder. He's more useful in a lot of different content, so he has that going for him, but I would definitely prefer using this Rukia over Ichigo because she's just more fun. She's an absolutely insane character to use and also a very fun character to use. But with that said, lads, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I'm going to have the Ichigo showcase up later today, probably like 4 hours after this video does go live, and hopefully you guys are ready for that one. He is also a very good character too, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.